This is a video about how to accidentally end up in your best life. And that may sound presumptuous. I think that's the word. But it isn't. I am willing to claim and stake my argument around it takes one change. And I'm not talking about a specific change. It could be anything. It takes making one change in a certain context. Let's say you do things the same way, one thing the same way. Let's say, for me, I'll take an example. I've decided that I was gonna wear my hair short, and I had the clipper set on its first setting. So number one, and it was the shortest it can get. And I really liked my haircut. It might have been yesterday or 2 days ago. And I went around and I saw people that I know, and I told them I really like my haircut this short. Somebody I know says, yeah, that's fine, but a little bit longer would be better. Today I went to cut my hair, and I went to make it the same length that I had it the other day. But instead of making it that same length, I decided to change. And it took some force to get myself to accept this change. I liked the first one better. And I realized that I took on this challenge of allowing my hair to be on the second setting instead of like the first setting of the clipper, which is the shortest, on the second setting. I was basically telling my subconscious mind or my body that I was open to change. That basically somebody makes a suggestion and I can receive it. And I realized the only real reason to do this was because of that. It didn't actually matter whether I liked my hair shorter or a little bit longer. The point was to take on the suggestion just so I could signal to my body that I was open to change. And if I gave it that signal that, yes, input from the outside will not basically come in and be left. It will get integrated and used. Basically, by doing that, by actually changing the length to 2 instead of 1, I was open to change, which means I'm ready to accept, to iterate on that. I'm ready to iterate on that change, which means that I can start changing a lot faster. Even when somebody else makes a suggestion, then I can take it and do it much more quickly and give a lot less resistance. And I think this is the great key in terms of changing that most people are lacking. And I think it would have to be in a context where you are intent on doing something in one way, in a way that you've always intended to do it. And so, yes, try it. I'm in the middle of trying it. And I think that I feel a lot of positive energy. I feel like this is the secret way to end up in your best life. Now, there's a lot of talk about being in your best life and how to do it. And people say a lot of words. There's a lot of word salad that you can find on the internet, even if it's not just from one person. One person might be succinct, but there's so many different places and ways and people's the trains of thought that could take you in all kinds of directions. In my mind, it's simpler. It's simpler. It's basically being able to take in a suggestion in a time in a place where you have always done it one way. Can you take a suggestion and basically, put yourself the usual way you do it aside for a second, then do it consciously, and then iterate on that change. In a sense, it's about creating a snowball effect. It's like the butterfly that flaps its wings in somewhere in the Amazon and then creates a hurricane in Florida. I don't wish that on Floridians, but whatever. That's a thing. That's a thing that they say. Anyway, yes. I have recently launched an endeavor called ISA. That's my business card. And I market myself as a healer, right? I'm supposed to heal people either like energetically via like a form of Reiki, or by talking to them. And I think that I am well capable of this because of the varied life experiences that I've had. So the main idea is to perfect your life. I think that we're all here to maximize our potential. That's what we're here to do, is maximize our potential. And that's what I want to help people do. At the same time, nothing. That's it. That's what I'm doing. And this is a video is an attempt to continue that mission. So if you'd like to get in touch with me, I have a barrier. I don't like technology. So I've set up on my business card that I have a phone number and an email address. I don't want a website. I almost don't want it. I want to be able to directly interact with people, kind of like through here. You see me, you have these two options of reaching out to me. So if you do want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me at isahealer@gmail.com, where I will help you, if you so choose, to perfect your life. And I have to give you this caveat. I am in the middle of perfecting mine. I am not some... I've solved some tough problems, but I'm right in the middle of my change journey, and I just want to accelerate it. So here it is, me taking that seed of just allow a suggestion in that you otherwise wouldn't, that you would choose to do in a singular way that you have made up your mind is the best, and whether it's the best or not is insignificant. So thank you for listening. I hope you have the best day of your life today. All right, have a good one.